chronic illness made us rude people? Hint, hint. It depends on who you're talking to. Let's look at all the rude things that I do because I have chronic illness. Let's look into that. Oh, so rude thing number 1. Saying no to outings. Look, when you're taking care of yourself, when you're having a really, really bad flare day, and you know going out is going to make you flare up so much worse, be in so much pain, is it really rude to say no? No, it's not. But to some people, to the narcissists that you have to bend to their will, then it is. There's not really much you can do. They're gonna think you're rude, but you need to take care of yourself. So do it.
That's right. Take care of yourself. If you don't take care of yourself, no one else will.
This kind of goes with rude chronic illness quality number 2. Being happy when outings are canceled. And even encouraging it sometimes. You're tired and you really don't want to be the bad guy when they call you instead and cancel. You're so happy sometimes. Like, seriously. You weren't the bad guy. It wasn't you. You got scot-free. You can just relax. You're praising the Lord that day because it is such a good thing. Does that make you rude? Well, it depends on how you respond to the person. But usually no. Just being happy that it got canceled, you're not being rude. And yet, society thinks it is. Who's to tell? Who's to tell? Rude thing we do, number 3. Sitting down in the bus or parking by the door at stores. A lot of people will be like, how dare you? How dare you? That's only for old people, pregnant women, and paraplegics. Yeah, no, it's for people with limited mobility, aka us. Now, are you having a day where you can run around and do stuff? Yeah, don't take it. Are you having a really hard day and there's no one worse than you around? Do it. Just do it. People are called ableist nowadays. It's not so much that they're ableist and evil, it's that they just don't understand. They only know what they know from who they know and TV. And we all know how good a lessons TV teaches. So that's where all of this is coming from, is they just don't know. And if you're having a hard time and you need that, honestly, be rude. Be like, look, you don't understand and you're not going to, so I'm not going to explain it. However, if you are able to stand and an actual, paraplegic person or pregnant woman having a really hard time comes up and you can, then yeah, give up your seat. Not a big deal. The parking spot thing's a little harder, but, if you really have that little energy, you're not going to be at the store that long anyways. Thing we do, number 4. Not contacting people, including friends, for long periods of time. This may seem extremely rude, but, if your friends are really friends, they're going to understand why, and they're going to not worry about it. My friends, I talk to maybe once a month, maybe, and that's through text messaging and messenger app and social media. Actual calling people is incredibly rare for me because of how hard it is. And when I do have the energy to talk, I usually do it for these videos. So, if you have good friends, they'll understand. A quick video to watch, how to tell if a friend's toxic or good for your mental health, right there. But, it is rude technically if we were normal people, but we're not normal people. So the 5th super rude thing we do is basically just putting our needs first, no matter what the situation is. You go to a party or a Thanksgiving or whatever, and you bring your own food, even though the hostess prepared food. That's you taking care of your needs, because even if they're trying to do a good thing, I've been poisoned by friends and family members so many times because I'm severe gluten-free eating. And, they'll try and they'll just have no clue about the hidden gluten in things. because it is a really tricky thing to figure out. And especially, 10 years ago when this all started for me, before they labeled anything at the store, this was really hard for people. So yeah, I got yelled at all the time for bringing my own food to parties, to restaurants, because how dare I? And I'm being so rude by not trusting them. It's like, look, I'm not trusting you. It's a really tricky learning curve. I have to take care of myself. I mean, if I get gluten, it hurts me for literally a month straight. I don't want to waste a month hoping you get it right. Okay, so that's rude. I guess I'm rude. The sixth way we tend to be rude is never answering the phone. Because we're always sleeping. And if you're like me, you have your phone turned off while you sleep. No notifications, no nada. You wouldn't believe how many people think this is rude. When really, would you rather I get up, answer the phone all cranky because you interrupted me sleeping and I feel awful? Nah. I think you'd rather wait and then I'll call you back if you left a voicemail. Rude, rude, rude. Rude thing we do number 7. This is once again relating to parties, outings, weddings, funerals, and that is arriving late and leaving early. A way around, wasting a ton of energy at an event is to arrive late and leave early. Your amount of time needed is cut in half. Usually it's so crowded, the host never notices. But yeah, is it rude? Maybe, depends on who you ask. Are we gonna do it anyways? Yeah, too bad. The 8th super rude way chronic illness makes us, I have no idea if that made sense, but I'm sticking to it, is having no interest in making new friends. Do you know how much energy it takes to make a freaking new friend? You gotta talk to them, exchange numbers, talk more, back and forth, blah, blah, blah. You gotta remember things about them or they get annoyed. I barely have the energy. Like literally, I have like 3 friends left over and my grandma. And that's by choice. Like, I don't have the energy to make new friends. I'm sure a lot of you noticed I will talk to you on social media and be very happy to talk to you. Do I remember anything we talked about? Do I continually message you back like besties? No, I don't have the energy. I try really hard to, be sociable and nice and stuff, but I just don't have the energy to keep up with anybody at this point. And my best friends, they hear from me maybe once a month. They understand this. And yeah, I've had people who also have chronic illness understand that less than my normal human being friends that have no chronic illness, which is really surprising to me. I've had chronic illness people get mad at me for the lack of communication, and not even like pertinent communication like we're gonna do, a collaboration or something. Just chit chat, just talking. Oh, people get so offended. So offended you didn't care to keep up with them and their dog. Sorry, not sorry. The 9th thing that can be considered rude is when you go out with your friends, with your family, with whatever, and you don't put on makeup and dress up. You come in your sweats and your tank top and whatever, and you don't really present yourself all that well because instead of using the energy to get gussied up, you'd rather use the energy to go have fun. A lot of people take that as rude, but it's not rude, it's prioritizing. If you're prioritizing enjoying the time you're spending with those people, I think that should matter more. And I just don't think they see it that way because they don't understand that takes effort. I've had people shocked at me that it takes effort to brush your hair, to change your clothes, that kind of thing. Like, they're just absolutely flabbergasted. That doesn't take effort. Yes, it does. Oh, yes, it does. So sometimes just explaining it can help. They might not understand still, but at least you tried. There are so many more ways that people think we are rude for having a chronic illness, when really we're just surviving with chronic illness. Please put in the comments others that you may have thought of. And next is how chronic illness kills your friendships, which you can check out right here. I highly recommend it. I think I did a good job with it. Don't forget to like and subscribe and feed that algorithm. You guys are great. Keep on surviving.